Hey fashionistas, welcome back to Salemfashion YouTube channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful kimono jacket that I'm wearing. So the statement in front of this jacket makes it really unique and stylish. Okay, so watch till the end to see how it turns out. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click on the subscribe button even before we begin to join the Salemfashion family. Let's get straight into it. So I am using 2 yards of fabric, okay, and the first thing I went ahead to do now is to fold my fabric into 2 just like you see. I'll also go ahead again and fold it into 4 as usual. Okay, so next I'm going to take half of my shoulder measurement, which is 7 inches. I'll just mark it right there, and after that I'm going to take 12 inches for the sleeve length, and I'm just going to make a mark right here. Okay, next I'm going to come down on that point by 1 inch for my shoulder slant, and then I'll come back here to the folded part and take 3 inches for my neck width for both back and front, and then I'm going to come down by 1 inch for the neck depth, and this is just for the back alone. Okay, so I'm going to use my curve ruler now to just make a curve right there. After that I'm going to go ahead now and use my straight ruler to just connect the shoulder slant back into the neckline just like so. So after I'm done with that now guys, the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and indicate my sleeve opening, and I'll be using 8 inches for that. So from the shoulder slant I came down by 8 inches and I just made a mark right there. So now I'll use my straight ruler to just connect both lines together to get a straight line like so. So next I'm going to go ahead now and indicate the front neckline. So from that shoulder point I'm going to come down by 8 inches for the front V neckline. I'll go ahead and mark that 8 inches right there, and then I'll use my ruler and use the slight curve to just draw out my V neckline just like you see right there. So next I'll come here to the lower part of the dress and I'll indicate quarter of my hip circumference plus extra 4 inches. I'll also take the same measurement on this upper part just to get a straight line, and then I'll use my straight ruler to connect both points together just like so. So now from the sleeve part I'm just going to use my free hand to just curve out the sleeve, okay, just to meet that straight line just like you see. And that's basically it for the drafting of this jacket. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do now is just to cut it out. Okay, just trim out the side, the shoulder, the sleeve, and that is just it. So guys, if you take note, you see that I only cut out the back neckline first. I didn't cut out the front neckline. We're going to do that later. So now I'll separate both fabrics and I'm going to lay my front piece back on the table just like you see. So before cutting out the neckline, I'm going to go ahead and come down by my waist length. I'll just come down by 16 inches, which is my waist length, and I'll just indicate it right here. So I'll use my straight ruler to just draw out a straight line, and then from that waistline I'm going to come down by another 2 inches. Okay, and I just made a point right there. I'll use my ruler again to just draw out another straight line just like you see there. Okay, so now on that 2 inches line that I made, I'm going to go ahead and mark 1 inches from the center front all the way up to meet the V neckline, and then I'll use my straight ruler to just draw out a straight line just like so. Now after that I'm going to blend in the point, that sharp point, to just meet the neckline just like so. You can use your free hand or you can choose to use a ruler just like I'm doing, just to blend out that part. Okay, now after doing that, the next thing we're going to do is to create that style line that is in front, and to do that, from that 1 inch point I'm going to go in by 1.5 inches. After that I will come down on that 1.5 inches line by ½ inch. Then I'll connect the ½ inch to meet the 1 inch line that I just face made. As you can see there, from that 1 inch I went in by 1.5 inches, I came down by ½ inch, and then I connected a slanted line from the ½ inch to meet the 1 inch point just like that. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and use my straight ruler just to draw out the lines straight downward. I didn't use any measurement for this. I just ruled it down from that slanted line just all the way to the lower part of the dress. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out, and that is how easy it is to make this jacket. Okay, so afterward now we are having 2 pieces of the front just like you see here. Our front is now splitted into 2, and just like you see. So the next thing to do now is to go ahead and cut out our facing. Okay, so I'll be cutting out the back facing now, and what I need to do now, I'm arranging my back neckline just like you see, and then I'll grab a piece of fabric and fold it into 2. Okay, just fold it into 2 like so, and then place the back piece on top just to trace out the neckline, just like you see here. It is really easy to make. Okay, so I'll just trace out the neckline just like you see, the neck point, and then a little bit of the shoulder just like that. And you have to note that the folded parts of this fabric are laying on top of each other. So after that, I'm just going to go ahead now and just use my free hand to shape out the facing just like you see. Okay, and that is basically it for that. So I'll just go ahead now and cut it out just like you see. Okay, so this is what our facing is looking like. Okay, before attaching it to the neckline, I'm going to go ahead and weave it first before even attaching it. So after I've weaved it, I'm going to place it on my piece just like this. The wrong side is going to face the right side of my fabric, and then I stitch on the neckline, then I fold it over, and then I'll make a top stitch on it just like that. So to finish that, I'll use hemming gum to lay it down. Now for the front piece, I also grab this remaining piece of fabric that I have left, and I'm going to place it down. So this is two fabrics. I'll be cutting both facings together. So the next thing I'll do is to go ahead and pin down my front piece on top of the facing pieces just like so, just to keep it in place. And then I'll use my scissors to just follow the shape of the design in front of the front piece and just cut it out just like so. This is how easy it is to make. Okay guys, so after that, I'll go ahead and unpin my fabrics, and our facing is ready. It is really easy to make. Okay, so this facing is too wide. I just need to go ahead and just trim it off a little. So from the side or from the upper part, I'm just going to place my ruler just like so, and then I'm just going to draw out a straight line. I didn't use any measurement for this. Okay, I'm just trying to trim out the excess. So with my ruler, I just went ahead to rule down a straight line just like you see here. Okay, all the way to the lower part of the facing. And after that, I'm done. I'm just going to use my scissors to just trim off the excess that I don't want out of it. Okay, and that's just it. Our facing is ready. So I went ahead to mark the wrong side just so to recognize the wrong and the right side. So this is what our facing is looking like, guys. So to place it, I'll also need to weave it first before attaching it. So after weaving it, I'm going to come ahead here and place it on top of my front piece. Okay, I'll place each pieces on each side of my front piece, and the right sides are going to be facing each other just like so, and then I'll pin it down. After that, I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine and sew just a little allowance, like 1/4 of an inch all around it just like so. Then I'll turn it over and then I'll top stitch on it. I'll do this for both sides, and that's just about it. Okay, and so guys, after I am done joining my facing, this is what it is looking like. I weaved it first before even attaching it, just like I mentioned earlier, and this is what it is looking like. Okay, I've also gone ahead to join the side to finish the sleeve and the lower part of the kimono, and that is just basically it for this jacket, guys. It is really easy to make, and it is also very stylish. Okay, just like you see here. So this is what the front is looking like, and this is what the back is also looking like. So if you have watched this video so far and you haven't liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, go ahead and click on the subscribe button to join the Salem Fashion family. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week. Bye.